Alright, what's going on guys? Boss on here, and yes, I have another Storytime videos. And I can see you guys in the comments saying, wait a minute, I thought you didn't have another Storytime. Well, listen here, that doesn't mean in the future stories can just like come up out of nowhere. I mean, I'm literally almost close to getting to a job, so basically once I get a job, I'm probably gonna have a bunch of story times if like I work at McDonald's or something, maybe even at like a shopping center or whatever, but you guys know how it is. Anyways, I hope you guys' day has been going good. Mine has not been going good, considering I already have, exams to finish in some of my classes. But besides that, I wasn't really gonna make a storytime video until a thought come up. I think I have an idea for a story time, and that is telling stories about me falling asleep in class. Now, I understand that falling asleep in class stories are not really that much interesting as Karen stories or fight stories or even stories that happen at restaurants, working at places. I don't know, I just thought that in my opinion, telling stories about me falling asleep in class was a good content idea. Anyways, grab your snacks, drinks, whatever you need to get ready for a story time, and let's try not to fall asleep like we're in a movie theater. So when it comes to these type of situations, I don't really fall asleep for like hours on hours or whatever, but I would just like fall asleep for a few minutes and then like I would just wake up, or either my teacher just notices me and says, hey, wake up bro, you need to focus on the lesson or whatever we're doing in class. Now I don't know why the hell this keeps happening, but for some reason this always happens in my English class. Okay, not every time in my English class, but most of the time. Like I would just like be there trying to read the books or whatever, just trying to fill our pages, the paperwork, homework, work class, whatever we're doing. And like I would just suddenly, my brain would be like, okay, it's time to shut off. And then like I would just like, I feel like I'm falling asleep, right? And like I would kind of fall asleep, and then like for like 1 minute I'm just like sitting there, like it looks like I'm asleep but I'm not really. But then the teacher would see me and she would be like, hey, wake up, you gotta stay awake. And unfortunately, this was one that happened when I was taking a quiz there. And so I was taking a quiz, right? And I had my pencil in my hand. I was writing stuff. I was filling out the question. Not gonna lie, it was kind of an easy quiz. Some of the questions were hard, but it was generally easy because, I read the book. I don't remember which book we were reading because it's been like at least, a unit now. And I'm like 75% of the way through this quiz. And like, I just, for some reason, like, I just feel this like kick. And that is my brain like telling me, hey, maybe this is a good time to take a rest. Which absolutely not if you think this is a good idea to take a test. I mean, my grade's on the line. How could this be possible to take a rest? And so I'm sitting there on my desk. I'm sitting on my desk just struggling to keep my eyes open. I got like my pencil in my hand. I'm shaking. And like I just then suddenly just close my eyes and I just can't open them. And so for at least like 2 minutes I'm just like sleeping. But I'm not sure if anyone noticed or whatever, but like when I wake up, I see the aide, which if you guys don't know, those are assistants who help students or whatever, and I see the aide tapping on my shoulder, hey, you need to be awake. So I looked around and no one noticed I was sleeping, thank God, because I'm pretty sure I would be embarrassed really badly. I'm pretty sure everyone would be making fun of me saying, oh my God, it's a sleeping kid or whatever, which that would probably not happen considering my school was a generally nice school, which I'm thankful for. But yeah, that was one of the embarrassing moments I had, and I think we have enough more time for some few more stories. Alright, so another embarrassing story that I had with falling asleep in class was, except this one didn't happen during my English, but my math class. I don't know whose idea, whoever made me fall asleep, but falling asleep in math class, a class that's so difficult that it can mess with your brain, is a terrible place to fall asleep. The reason why it's annoying is because I got kids in our group table that like to annoy me and, separate my concentration from my work to them and to talk about random crap. For example, there's this one kid that would always non-stop talk about rapping or whatever, and hey, Rapping is a good thing. If you want to make music, that's cool. But don't just talk about it like a new concert just came every single day. Or either the spoiled girl that complains of how she doesn't have enough money and that she needs to get the new iPhone 8 Pro. That was literally legitimately the main reason why I couldn't focus during math classes, because these hooligans would stop talking to me and let me do my work. I mean, until we got a new seating chart like 2 months later, I had a better time focusing on math. Anyhow, this was during the last minutes of my math class, and I'm sitting here just doing the homework that our teacher gave us. And so I have my pencil in my hand, I'm writing stuff, I'm trying to do these math equations that are difficult as hell. I think I managed to do like 6 out of the 12 problems that were on that sheet before I started to, get the kick in. And so my brain suddenly tells me, okay, now it's time to shut off. I'm like, are you serious? I'm trying to do math homework, okay? This is the most difficult time of the school year, well, the school day, and when you're trying to do homework, but then you get the math homework and it's difficult as hell. But everyone knows how it goes. You start falling asleep, you try to keep your eyes open, but for some reason, you can't get your freaking eyes open because you're so focused on falling asleep that your brain automatically shut your eyes. And so I sat on the chair for a good old 4 minutes. 4 minutes of me just sleeping there with my eyes closed. And so I woke up with the teacher sitting on the desk. I don't know how he didn't manage to wake me up, but for some reason I woken up. And like I see these 2 dudes looking at me saying, yo bro, you're snoring so loud. I'm like, oh really? So I look around the class and no one was looking at me. So I'm pretty sure these guys were lying, trying to make me all embarrassed or whatever. And so after that, I just ignored it, whatever, and I just try to move on with my homework. But these guys just won't goddamn stop being annoying and trying to interfere with my work. I'm just sitting here doing my work, right? But they won't stop talking about how I'm snoring in class, and remind me saying, bro, you were so loud. Like, I can literally hear you through my headphones. Which, first of all, you're wearing headphones in class. I don't think you're supposed to wear headphones in class. I mean, I can understand you wanting to listen to music. That's cool and all. But this is literally not the time to just annoy me and talk about how I snorted while I was sleeping. Because if I did snort while I was sleeping, a lot of people would be looking at me. And you two are the only ones that are looking at me. Which pretty much shows how you guys were telling lies. And well, because of this, I didn't manage to finish all my homework. But I got at least 8 out of the 12 problems done. And so I did the rest back home. But yeah, those are the few stories I have about me sleeping in class. If you guys want to hear some more, then like this video and I'll, do some more stories about these. But overall, I would appreciate if you guys can press a like button on this video. But if you don't press the like button on this video, you will be forced to fight a gorilla. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out of here. Peace.